Seattle postal worker Chevelle Lassie is suing her former landlord, 48-year-old computer administrator Kenneth Strickland, for the return of rent and a water bill. Kenneth says Chevelle lied on her rental application.
Order. All rise. Now, this is case number 502 on the calendar in the matter of Lassie versus Strickland. Parties have been sworn in. Judge, you may be seated. Sir, have a seat, please.
Ms. Lassie, you were a tenant of the defendants for 2 years, according to your complaint, and you claimed that for 2 years you overpaid him in rent.
Yes.
And you want to be reimbursed for that overpayment.
Yes.
The defendant seems to say that you caused all the problems yourself, and he owes you nothing. So let's get some dates and facts. What kind of property was this? Was it a house or an apartment?
No, it was a house.
And when did you move into the house?
November 7th, 1998.
Did you have a lease?
Yes.
May I see the copy of the lease? Who moved into the house?
Me and my 2 kids.
Was that all the people who lived in the house?
Yeah, my boyfriend used to be there, but he didn't live there.
You still have the same boyfriend?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
How old are your 2 children?
11 and 8.
Is he the father of those 2 children?
No.
But he was your boyfriend in 1998?
Mm-hmm.
Where does he live?
In L.A.
And who does he live with?
His sister.
Right.
Huh?
Right.
Right what?
Just what I said. Right. All right. So you, your 2 children, and your boyfriend were there most of the time?
Well, he always was in L.A. because it was so far. So some nights he'll come over and sleep over, but mainly he was in L.A. by his mother or his sister because, you know, it was too far.
Right. Okay. This is not your lease, madam. What you handed me here, at least the first page of it, unless there was another lease.
That's the whole contract from Section 8.
I'm not asking you for the contract from Section 8
Well, that's
housing.
the only lease that I have, because that's how I got the house through Section 8. And that's the only lease that I have.
What was the entire rent that you were supposed to be paying pursuant to this lease agreement voucher program?
It's on one of those pages that's right up in there, 219.
It says the housing subsidy payment is $581, and the tenant's monthly payment shall be $219. Now, did the landlord get this $581 himself, directly from the state?
Yes, that's the contract.
Did you get
from
that
Section
directly
8.
from the state, $581?
Yes.
Okay. And she was supposed to give you, according to this, $219.
Yes.
Now, you moved in November 7th of 1998, and when did you vacate?
I didn't vacate till January the 9th when he moved my stuff out illegally.
Just a minute. January the 9th
Yes.
of 2001.
One.
And what rent were you paying?
For the whole, okay, I was paying $219 up until April 1999.
Okay, so up until April of 1999, you were paying what you were supposed to pay.
Yeah, $219.
And then what happened?
And then he said that the rent was going up, that I had to pay him the $620.
When did he tell you that?
That was in, I think it was March, because I have the first receipt that he handwritten right here for the $620.
So you started to pay him $620.
Yes.
In
April, here you go, right here.
April of
1999.
In May of 1999. You said you paid him in April $219.
Not April. Here you go. February the $219. Here you go. And this the one April for 1999 for the $620.
Okay. So in April of 1999, you started to pay him $620.
Yep.
Okay. And did you pay him the $620 from April 1999?
Yes.
Until you didn't hear my question.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Did you pay him the $620 each month from April of 1999 until you vacated the house on January 9th of 2001?
No, I paid it from April till October. After October is when a big dispute came about. In November was when he said, don't pay nothing the rest of the 2 months while you're there. See, if I get to tell what really happened, then you'll see why. Nothing got paid in November, nothing got paid December, nothing got paid January. I was supposed to move out January the 21st is when he went in my home on the 9th and removed all my property, put half in storage, left half there.
I don't care about your property,
okay,
madam.
well, that's
not
what
the
I'm
subject
saying.
of this
That's what
lawsuit. I'm only asking you about when you paid rent.
Up
So you
until
didn't-
October.
Did she pay in October?
She paid all but $120 of the $620 that she was paying me.
I gave him $500.
Just a second. But she still was overpaying?
I don't want to answer that question until I present my side of the case, ma'am.
Okay. Well, at least according to you, Miss Lassie, you paid for approximately 18 months. An additional $401 a month.
Yes.
That comes to $7,218.
Yes.
Which exceeds the limit of this court. You understand that?
Yeah.
Limit of this court is $5,000. Okay, let me hear the story, Mr. Strickland.
On 9/26/98, Chevelle Lassie, she filled out an application rental for that home that we were speaking of. And I thought the application looked good. It indicated that she had a job making $3,800 a month. It also indicated that she was had a voucher program. She had a car, a 1998 Mustang, and her Social Security number was on there.
Do you have a copy of that application?
Absolutely.
Can I see it, please?
Okay, I'll just staple it. Rental application. I felt that it looked good, and we got together. We talked about renting the house. We made an agreement, signed a rental agreement prior to the section or the housing agency, and that's this right here.
May I see it, please?
And I was under the impression that she could pay that amount since she, expressly signed that contract. About a month later, the situation broke down as I got the information from the housing agency that she couldn't pay